everybody, it is Jessica with PlanIt Southern, and today we are going to talk about my planning journey, what planners I've used, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and what is going to happen next on the YouTube channel. So let's get started. Okay, so what is this video going to be about? Let's start there. First of all, the YouTube updates. So I know I've been uploading like a video a month, and it's normally my flip through, and I sat down a couple of weeks ago and kind of made out a couple of ideas of videos that I wanted to start doing. And this morning I was doing some research on YouTube and really found that there's not a lot of videos like the ones that I wanted to make. And then I started thinking, why do I want to make those videos? And really, the kind of Planner 101, Planner Basic type videos, I really want to make them because I didn't have that type of video kind of introduction on YouTube when I first started planning. So I have made a few notes and have decided that I'm going to start uploading videos about once a week, sometimes twice a week, but I'm going to shoot for low, and then if I go high, I go high. But I'm really feeling about uploading videos on Fridays and having that video go up once a week. So that was the first YouTube update. And the kind of videos that I'm going to do is series type videos. So I'm going to do some on Planner 101, like, where do I start? What are the basics? What do I need to plan? What's the difference in paper planning and digital planning? Can I use both? Do I have to use one or the other? More informational type videos. And then I'm still going to do my flip through at the end of the month, showing you what my planner was before, at the month before, and then do like a mid-month video, and those will probably go up on a Tuesday, the mid-month videos, kind of showing you what I've planned so far and what I've been using and so forth, kind of what I've already been doing. So today's video is going to be kind of an introduction to that, and it's going to be what is my planning journey. So growing up, I was always the list it kind of girl. I always wanted lists and notebooks to write everything in. And in school, I always had to write everything down. If I didn't write it down, I didn't remember. So right before I got married in 2010, I was using paper planner. Really, it was just a notebook, and I was just writing stuff down. When I got married and I moved to Charleston in 2010, I found a Martha Stewart planner at Staples, and I was using it religiously, and that was like my planner. And I went to find another one in 2011. They didn't make them anymore. So then I was struggling really to find what worked for me. There wasn't really another planner at a office supply store that really worked for me. I remember trying the at a glance planners and everything. I tried using my phone, and some things worked on my phone, some things didn't. And you would think with the reminders and everything, it would work magically, but it didn't work. So I was working in real estate, and I transitioned careers. I quit real estate and was staying at home, working for my husband. He owns his own business, and I was working out of our house and just being a housewife, and I was filling in working at my chiropractor's office. the physical therapist that was working there pulled out her Erin Condren, and I had a huge meltdown right there in the office. Not really meltdown, but I had to know what that planner was, what she was doing with it, and where I could get one right then. And before I left that day, I had ordered an Erin Condren. I was scouring Etsy trying to find stickers, and I was buying them all. And I had no idea what I was doing, no idea how I was going to use this planner. And when it finally came in, I was at a loss. Like, I had no idea what to do with it. So my very first planner in the planning world, planning community, was an Erin Condren. So this is my Erin Condren, my one and only. I have not purchased a second Erin Condren, and there are reasons I haven't purchased a second Erin Condren. We'll get to that. But this is a case by Mommy's Cases, I think. It's DA Mommy's Cases. I'll see if I can find her link and put it down below. Let me pull my Erin Condren out so you guys can see. And part of me really wants to be back in an Erin Condren, but the logistics part of me knows that it's not going to work. This case is actually really nice, by the way. I'm pretty sure I've done it in a video. I'll find the link and put it down below. So I will show you. I ordered my Erin Condren in July of 2015. And I will show you my very first planner spread, because it's kind of sad. Because I really had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to make my own stickers using Microsoft Word, and trying to, anything and everything I could think of. I went to, I think it was Staples, and got washi. So here is the first side. I made these, if I can get my fingers to move right. I made these with Microsoft Word. The rest is just washi. And this was what I had found on YouTube. Somebody had put washi down the middle like that to separate their weekend. And washi it was. Washi was my life for a while. Then my second week, I was kind of getting into it. I had made these, well, I hate doing these types of videos because I can never put my planner right. So, I made stickers using Microsoft Word. Yep, that's what I did, and washi. This week, I had seen more Playing With Me videos, because I'm like tracking what I'm watching, and slowly but surely, I'm looking for a really good spread. Oh, this is the week that my Etsy stickers had come in, and I also found stamps. So I tried several things. I did a lot of stamping. I did a lot of making my own stuff in Microsoft Word for about the first month. And I would stamp like a lot. Like, most of this is all stamping. And then I got a silhouette machine, because of course any planner girl, you get a planner, you get a silhouette machine because you think you're going to be able to use it. And it took me a year to figure out my silhouette machine, figure out how to use it, what in the world was going on, what papers. I did so much research on the silhouette that it's insane. So I started making, and then I know that this is all crazy, but it worked for me at the time. So the more and more that I did in my Erin Condren, the more that I learned what my system was, my what did I want to track? What did I not want to track? What blocks worked for me? What where did I want to put stuff so that I could see it? What types of stuff did I really need to even put in my planner? And it worked for me for a really long time. And let me see exactly. I can tell you when I moved into a happy planner. That was my next planner. It was a happy planner. And I was using my Erin Condren as a shop planner, but that was short-lived. Because I really couldn't get into it. So I decided I wanted an hourly planner, and I got a happy planner that I used for, it looks like about 2 weeks in June, the first 2 weeks of June. Then I decided I wanted an hourly planner. So I made these hourly stickers with the silhouette, and turned my Erin Condren vertical into a hourly. And then the second week of June, I officially moved into a happy planner, and that didn't work either because the discs just didn't work for me. They were too floppy. So then I moved back into an Erin Condren, and this is when I figured out, oh, see, guys, I'm so sorry. This is when I figured out that I did need to separate my Etsy shop, from my home planner, but that I still needed to be able to see everything in one planner. And the hourly was a need for me. I really needed an hourly planner. So, let's see. I was back and forth between a happy planner as an hourly and an Erin Condren as an hourly. Looks like all of July I was in a happy planner. Oh, yep. All of July I was in a happy planner. Then I came back with a new layout. And I would show you my happy planner, but I don't have it. I'm sorry, guys. I gave it to my mom. So, I come back with a new layout. And this is strictly, at this time, this looks to be strictly for my shop. And then something magical happened in August of last year. August of last year, Chic Sparrow, I believe it was August, Chic Sparrow released the Pemberley leather in aubergine, and I ordered, which is a traveler's notebook, and I ordered that leather because I had been dabbling in traveler's notebooks as like a bullet journal type notebook, and I jumped headfirst into making it my planner, and it was the best thing I ever did because now my planner is all in one spot. I have my church is the only thing that's separated, and actually, if you sit back and think about it, my planner, everything is in there. My church, my shopping, my home life, my errands, everything is in my planner, my journal, all of that. And then I have two other notebooks that I use. One is an A5 ring bound planner that I use for detailed things about my church and papers and stuff like that. And then I have a B6 Slim from Chic Sparrow that I use as my morning routine binder, and we'll go more in depth about that later. But before we get to this personal sized beauty here, I tried a bajillion traveler's notebooks. Let me just go through them. The planners that I've tried. This is an A5 Chic Sparrow. Because I was going from an Erin Condren, because about August, July, August, I was struggling with my planner. I was struggling so bad and really only doing it because I was in the habit of doing it. It wasn't working for me. Because I was going from such a big planner, I was like, oh God, I have to have a big planner. I have to have this A5 planner. It's not even being used right now. Beautiful leather. I will never get rid of it because it is my favorite notebook. Even though I have, spots on it, it's my favorite notebook. It goes right here next to my heart all the time. So then I can't show them to you because I have sold them, but I have had extra wide notebooks, trying to plan in those with the May books, and that wasn't working either. I've tried faux dories, fabric dories. This is a Dory Diva from Planner V. Her stuff is really good. I love her stuff, but couldn't make it work. Yeah, so that's all the planners that I've tried before I found a planner size that actually worked for me. So I was reading through a blog, and I can't even remember which one it was now. It was on Pinterest, about how to make your planner work for you. And I had never seen anything like this before. What is a planner? What is it supposed to do? How to make your planner work for you instead of you working for your planner type of blog. And I sat down and made a list of everything in my life that I needed to keep track of, everything that I needed to stay on top of, what, I needed a section for at that time, household things, bills, my husband's job stuff I had to keep track of. I was doing Scentsy and Jamberry. I had to keep track of those. And just different things. That my Etsy shop was a huge one. So I made a list of things that I needed to keep track of and started trying different things to try and make them all fit in one planner. Because I remember at one time I was using an Erin Condren for or a happy planner for my shop, an Erin Condren for my life, and a traveler's notebook for, I can't even remember what I was using that for at the time. And now, after sitting down and making that list and finding the DIYfish inserts between a personal size traveler's notebook and DIYfish inserts, that is really what has helped me organize my life. I have everything I need in one insert in my traveler's notebook, and definitely everything I need in one cover of a traveler's notebook on a daily basis. And then I've branched out and I have 2 other notebooks, but those are specific purpose books. My personal size is kind of my catch-all. Most of the time I use it as a wallet, and I use it for a wallet. I use it as a planner, of course, a journal, and my life. It is the hub. So let me look at my notes here. I do use paper and digital planning. I'm going to do a separate video in the Planning 101 series about how I use paper planning and digital planning together. But for the digital planning part, I do all of my iCalendar on my Mac is my central planning. Every single thing goes on that planner. And I set up reminders. It's just like a fail-safe. If I forget to write something in my planner by chance, or if I'm out somewhere and I can't get to my planner or dig out my planner, or my planner's in the car and I'm at Walmart and run into a friend and they want to get together, it's like my master calendar. I have everything there. And I also do my shopping lists on my planner, and a lot of times I use my planner to take notes and make lists and things like that. And then I always scribe them into my planner. That way I have them in multiple places. For me, a lot of people say it's redundant, but for me, it is, the more I write it, the more I see it, the more I remember it. I have to write things multiple times. That's just how I am, to ingrain it in my memory. So, I use a DIYfish insert now, and I have, this is for March, and I have a section for my bills, and I have a monthly section right here. This monthly calendar, I typically will put on there at a glance type things, you know, main events that I know have happened or certain days that I do certain things on. It's just like an at a glance type calendar. I have a spot here for my daily routine and a spot here for monthly projects that I want to do. And then I have 3 separate bill accounts. I have my husband's business that I have to manage the bills for that. I have to manage the bills for our personal bills, like our rent and credit cards, water bill, light bill, things like that. And then I have bills, personal bills for my Etsy shop, or, you know, whatever personal bills that I have. I kind of separate like that so that I can keep our budget aligned, because I do have a budget that I follow as well. So I always have one page for bills. I come here every Friday. I sit down and I pay my bills for the next week. So I'm always a week ahead. On this pull out here is my weekly schedule, is exactly what I'm doing that week. And then this page here is any appointments or things that I need to write down. But I can flip this out, and just by the icons, these are all from my stickers. Well, most of them are from my sticker shop. These I can't sell because they're copyright. I made them for personal use. But all the others are icons from my shop, and I use them as like a weekly overview. I also keep track here of what I eat for dinner or cook for dinner. That way we're not eating the same things multiple times. And then over here is like this coffee cup right here represents I'm going out for coffee or I'm having some sort of meetup that day. And then here is exactly what it is. For this day, I'm going to church tonight. That's what the Bible is for. And then I have cleaning to do today. Clean out the refrigerator because it's laundry day. Trash day and laundry. And here is my kind of what I want to get done that day. So that's like an overview. This page, I use it to meal plan ahead of time. And these are the meals that I'm going to have this week for dinner. And then I'm playing around with this idea. Like I said, I do my shopping list on my phone. I was doing it here, but it is so much easier in the grocery store instead of having to stop and look here. It to just flip through my phone. But I don't know. I kind of like the paper too. So I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do with that part. Right here on this page, I'm going to start a self-care tracker since today is March 1st. I haven't started it yet. It starts today. And then this is a list of things that I have to do in my house in a week's time to make sure that my house is at the standards that I want my house to be at. Not everybody does this much cleaning. Not everybody has this much things to do. This is just stuff to make me feel comfortable in my house. So this is not really to remind me, oh, on Monday I have to do. This is more of a, when was the last time I swept the floors type thing. This is how a day looks for me. These are new inserts, so this is kind of a process. My inserts that I was using before, they are very different than this, but kind of the same. There was an hourly tracker all the way down, a to-do spot right here, and then this right here was blank. And so I use this tracker here to track my morning routine. So every morning, when I get up, I make my bed, or most of the mornings when I get up, I make my bed. Then I come downstairs and I start any laundry if I need to start laundry. The second thing, main thing that I do is any dishes. If I was productive and washed my dishes the night before after dinner, then I put all the dishes away. If not, I load the dishwasher, or most of the time I just hand wash the dishes because there's not that many. And I wash the dishes, and then when they dry, I put them away, or I'll dry them and put them away. Or I'll start the dishwasher, or if I ran the dishwasher, which most of the time I use a dishwasher on the weekends when I want to be lazy, but I don't want a dirty kitchen either, then Monday mornings I'll unload the dishwasher. Then I do a quick wipe down of my bathroom surfaces, and I declutter or put everything away in the kitchen, wipe off all the counters, declutter the living room, put everything away from the night before, blankets or, iPads, whatever, put them away. And I make sure that every night before I go to bed, I clear my desk, so that every morning when I get started, when I wake up, I have a clear, clean house, and I can just immediately focus about by 8 o'clock. I can focus on my main to-do list for that day. And this layout here, I've broken it down into today, and this is all an hourly section. I don't know if you can see. This runs from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is really the only time I ever do anything anyway. A to-do section, and this to-do section is going to be my home life to-do. Down here is going to be my health tracker, and then over here, if I have anything to do for my church that day, this is going to be a to-do section. It's normally just completely open, but I'm splitting it up into church on church days, and then my shop is this list up here. So this is what I have to do in my shop. I also subscribe to the Cocoa Daisy subscription, and that's really helps me a lot too, because I like to use what I buy, and it's really helping me branch out in different ways. But I've set up a new insert here. This is for March, and I've set it up into March goals, meal planning, so I'm going to sit down and plan out the entire month. Random thoughts, category breakdowns, YouTube videos. I have this all typed out on the computer, but I want to write it here too, so that I can work on it out while I'm out and about. Expense tracker and a March review. March review, at the end of March, I'm going to sit down and write a review of what worked and what didn't work, and what I can change in April to make my planning system a better system for me. I have a folder in here and a monthly calendar that doesn't have to be pretty. It's just going to be straightforward planning, like a calendar. I want to try and get everything from my calendar into here, and this be my main calendar. But I'll probably never quit using my iCal, because it pops up reminders, and it's just another way to make sure I don't miss something. So that is how this planner is working for me. Oh, and in here also I have a journal, and it's just a journal insert, and I can go through my morning routine. I'll probably add that to the videos, but this system works for me, and I sat down and figured out everything that I wanted, that I needed my planner to be able to do for me. And from there, I went on a search for inserts that would work, or did I need to make my own inserts? And went from there. And this is what it's turned into. So I would suggest watching the rest of this series. They're going to be more kind of what I talked about today, but more in-depth videos on how you can really make your planner work for you instead of you working just to do something, like instead of actually planning, you're just decorating a planner, and how to get more done. So I really hope that you liked and enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And right next to the subscribe button is a little bell. And if you hit that, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, which is going to be every Friday from here on out. And the next video is going to be all about planner basics. So I hope to see you in the next video, and you guys have a great day. Bye!